Alright guys, I have a tent sale in 2 days, and to say that I am behind on my Christmas crafts would be an understatement, but I think that I can catch up in the next couple of days to get some small Christmas items for sale ready to go, and then I also have a piece of furniture to paint. So I think I can do it, but I do need to get busy right now, so let's get into some DIY projects. Before I jump in, I did happen upon a yard sale over the weekend. I got this Pottery Barn pillow for 25 cents. It still has the tags on it, and it's so cool and perfect for Christmas time. It's red velvet on the back. It's so nice. So 25 cents, could not beat that price. Also, she had this little Christmas house for 10 cents. This little Santa boot for a nickel. And then this cute Santa ornament for 5 cents also. I could not beat her prices. I've never been to a yard sale that cheap, honestly. And then I also grabbed this cool box there for 10 cents. And so that is just a few items that I don't need to do anything to for the sale. I'm just gonna price them and then put them in my booth. And then any bigger items I will put outside in the actual tent. Like always, we're not expecting great weather. But we will just do our best. But our plan is to just keep bigger items outside in the tent. I did just go to Michael's, so I grabbed a few just kind of basic Christmassy things, mostly greenery. But my first project is going to be adding a little bit of character and personality to these 3 miniature trees. Okay, to start these off, I just need to pick the stamp that I want to use. And I know for one of them, I'm going to do just this little Merry Christmas. Keeping the seam to the back. So I think that'll be a good size. It's a little bit small, but I think it'll look cute. So that's going to go with that one. Just using the IOD stamp pad. I've already loaded it with some black ink. And I hope I don't mess up because there's going to be no hiding black or black smudge on some cream colored canvas. But here we go. Not super dark. Kind of readable, but I might have to go over it. Maybe I'll try with a Sharpie or something. Shoot, I'm wishing that was darker than it is. That's right. I'll keep going and see if it needs some extra help when I'm all the way done. Okay, I know I want to add some kind of ribbon detail to that, but I'm going to get to that later after I have to go dig up where my ribbon is. And I'll just show you at the end of the reveal. But the final touch, I think, for these is just going to be adding some red berries. I'm just going to cut these up and hot glue them right into the tree. If you've seen my Christmas videos in the past, you know I really like to add red berries to any kind of greenery because I think it just makes it look a lot more expensive. I didn't buy a ton though at Michael's, so I gotta kind of use these sparingly. So I think I'm just gonna cut them into like little bundles with these really terrible scissors. And then my newest crafting tool that I got is this hot glue gun. So just turned it on, I'm not sure if it's ready. But it's cordless, so once it heats up, you can take it off there and not worry about messing with the cord. So super excited for that. Like I said, I haven't used it yet. I don't really know how long it takes to warm up all the way. But all I'm gonna do now is just cut these berries up and then place them in these trees. That worked.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's perfect. Okay, good. Next up, I have this thrifted teapot. I paid a couple dollars for it at Goodwill. I've already spray painted it a flat chalk paint white. And then down in my Christmas hoard, I found this tree which fits in here perfectly. So that's kind of my starting point here. Now in this new pack of IOD transfers, I have the candy cane cottage set, and I just cut out this little Santa transfer. But I actually think I'm gonna take the time to cut out the Santa completely so that I just have the Santa image and not this like background part. And I'm gonna put that on here and then decorate the tree a little bit. But I think just having the Santa himself without the background is gonna fit the pot a little bit better. So I'm gonna take the time to do that. It's gonna take me a minute to transfer this on here because it is a rounded surface. So that's gonna probably give me a little bit of problems. But I'm just gonna take my time with it and hopefully it'll turn out really cute. Guys, I have never had this happen. So I think when I put the white backing back on, I had it the wrong direction. And so my transfer has completely stuck to its own backing paper because this is the like more slick side. I've never had that happen. That's so crazy. It's okay though. I think I'm just gonna Mod Podge him on here, which actually in the end might be a little bit easier. It's just, I don't know, it's not gonna look as good. Man, that's such a bummer because it cut out so perfectly. Darn. That is definitely how it goes, especially when you're doing things in a rush. I didn't even think that was possible, to be honest. So, all right, well now you know that it's possible for the transfers to stick to its own backing paper if you are silly like me and you turn it the wrong way. So I'm just gonna get my hot glue gun out, glue him down, and then Mod Podge him maybe the rest of the way on. Whew, it's a bummer, isn't it? It's all right, we'll pivot. It should be okay. Let's see how it goes. Well, I decided to cut out a different image because I realized this isn't gonna actually conform to the curvature of the teapot now because it's paper and not a transfer. Really disappointed about that. That was gonna look so cute, but I'll save that other cutout Santa for a different project. So I don't love this guy's color as much against this, but I think it'll turn out okay. I might end up just like antiquing the pot in other areas or something to kind of get it to match. So now I'm gonna do my best just to get this image in the right spot. So I think what this teapot needs is a red spout and a red handle to kind of tie it all together. So I'm just gonna mix up some acrylic paint. I have a red and then just a little bit of brown just to kind of get a little bit more of a darker red like is in the image. So I feel like I'm gonna have a little bit of time today to get at least a couple rolling pins done too. So I'm gonna get back out that red paint from earlier and paint the handles of this red. And then I'm just gonna pick out a transfer to put on the body of the rolling pin. So this will be a nice, quick and easy project. But I always love the added touch of painting the handles. I just think it makes it look even better. And then if people just display them like in a crockery or in a crock, I think it just adds a nice little bit of color. I'm actually kind of happy that this project ended up going badly. Not this project in particular, but that the fact that the transfer got messed up and then I had to actually glue it on instead of transferring it on, because that actually goes to show that you guys could find a Santa picture online that you like, or use a really pretty Christmas napkin and get a really similar result to this, because I didn't actually need to buy the IOD transfer to make this effect. I really could have used any printed image, and I just glued it on with regular Elmer's glue. And this sold in the first day of being in the tent, and it turned out so cute. So it'd be very easy for you to recreate using any sort of Santa printed material that you could find. Now this transfer I'm using from the new IOD pack called Holly Glen, and it was also a new release for Christmas. This also sold for me on the first day of the tent sale. So I would say if you're new to doing a booth and you're wondering what a quick sale would be, I find that my rolling pin crafts do tend to sell pretty quickly. And they're pretty affordable to find. I can sell them for anywhere from like $15 to $20. And I think that if you're kind of stuck wondering what decor to start with or what to do with any of your IOD transfers, I've done these a lot of times now and they tend to sell really well. Okay, now I'm going to move on to just applying some transfers to some of the random canisters that I have lying around. I'm going to use a mixture of the candy cane cottage ones. Transfer is called Holly Glen. I feel like I prefer the artwork of the candy cane cottage more, but I think that this would actually look really cute on this metal one. So I'm going to find one that's the right size and then just try to work through a few canisters and containers that I have around here and try to knock those out. So another project to get done this week is painting this little chimney cabinet. This is my favorite kind of project. It's the perfect size for me, very doable, but also I think I can make a really big impact on it and make some good money back. I think I'm just gonna do a fresh coat of white inside, and then I've mixed up a kind of light sage green for the body of it, and then I'm gonna keep the frame of the door the same white that I paint the interior, kind of like an off-white. And then I'm gonna make this green also, but I'm gonna white wax it so it's gonna look kind of like a chalkboard. And I think that'll look primitive, but also, you know, a good update for it. I didn't wanna go as green as this other piece that I painted last week because I wanna have some variety in the tent sale for my shoppers. But I think a nice light sage green will do the trick still, and also maybe be a little bit more neutral for more buyers. So just gonna paint this up. It shouldn't be a terribly long project, but just another thing that needs to get done. So I shared in a video a few days ago that I got these little Santa ornaments off of Amazon. They're all just a variety of vintage Santa heads. They're printed on just some really thin like balsa wood. So they're nice and durable. They're so cute. I love just the colors that they use and the style of art. I thought that was a really great find. So they're only $12 for this pack of 30, and it comes with the twine that you need. And so I want to do a few crafts with those. I just thought that would be a nice way to kind of kick off the Christmas season at the tent sale. So first I'm going to just fill in this wreath, and I have a matching one over there. So I'm going to do 2 large wreaths, and then really just kind of fill in anywhere else I feel like these Santa ornaments would look cute. I know I have like a smaller tree and a smaller wreath, but all in all, I'm just going to be adding these really cute Santas for a few projects. But I think they're really going to elevate just some of the really simple things that I already have, and then just add in some vintage Santas, because there is nothing cuter than that at the Christmas season than just like a little cute vintage Santa face. So love these, so cute. I'll have that link down below. And these will be some quick and fun crafts for me. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you watching all of my DIY crafts today. All in all, these projects were pretty quick. Some of them just took a couple minutes, to be honest. So I hope you feel inspired to do some DIY Christmas crafting of your own. I'm not going to leave you hanging too long to see the actual tent sale and how everything looked for that day. So I'm going to post that one just in a couple days from now, so you can take a look at the tent and all of the projects and how they looked all put together with everything else in the tent from all of the other vendors, and then give you a little bit of an update on how the sales went that day. So make sure you're subscribed so you can see that video. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I hope you're having a good holiday season, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.